this follow-up episode on honey trapping, first we will discuss a case handled by our firm, followed by some preventive steps each individual can take. In this case, a male senior citizen was contacted by a young woman, seemingly a sales manager, working at a reputable pharmaceutical company. After engaging the man in a friendly conversation, she convinced him to make a company registered in Canada and buy a considerable amount of a particular raw material available only in India and transport it to the US for manufacturing a drug to be marketed and sold by her company. This was all requested with a guaranteed promise of a 700% return. Convinced by this woman, the man agreed and bought the raw materials after setting up the company. When he tried contacting her to ask about the progress made, she told him that she had been promoted to a new position and that somebody else had taken her place and that he should talk to him. This new person told the man that his consignment was too small to process and that if he bought 100 more units, his consignment would be passed. Believing him, the man purchased another 100 units. After this, the man informed our client that the company would be sending him an advance amount for the consignment. For the same, our client was contacted by a representative of the so-called Bank of America, informing him that to obtain the amount, he would have to pay the bank a bank transaction fee of 2.5 lakhs. Again, believing the representative, our client paid the transaction amount and waited for the advance to be reflected in his accounts. This amount was never received. He was unable to get in touch with either of these individuals. Their contacts both on Facebook and mobile phones were blocked. At this point, our client had spent at least 1 crore rupees in all the various transactions, from setting up the company to purchasing the raw materials. Initially, our client assumed that some disgruntled company employees had wronged him and wanted to sue the company. Upon our investigation, it was found out that the company was similar in name to a reputable company in the UK, but it had a different last digit in its zip code. Therefore, the company which had contacted our client to spend such vast amounts of money was a fraudulent company created by the people who had contacted him. Under the guise of a bank transaction charge, they had scammed him into paying them 2.5 lakh rupees. It was later found out that the woman who had scammed our client had run away to a tribal area where even the police couldn't reach her. Therefore, in this case, the woman employed a honey trapping method to influence the man into spending vast sums of money which he otherwise wouldn't have spent. To prevent this kind of cyber fraud, everyone, especially the most vulnerable groups, can adopt a few cyber safety practices. As a general practice, refrain from performing any activities that a stranger asks you to do on a video call. They might record the call, morph it and use it as blackmail. Refrain from making your WhatsApp or any other social media profile pictures public. The honey trap scammers may morph these images of your face to blackmail you for money. If a stranger asks you to invest in some company with a promise of huge returns, refrain from investing or making any rash decisions involving vast sums of money. If it is too good to be true, it indeed is not true. Verify the details of the companies in case a stranger asks you to make investments. Ask for help from your trusted sources if it is difficult for you to make such verifications on your own. Be alert while talking or texting with a stranger and note if they ask you to do something you're not comfortable doing. In situations like these, block off such contacts until verified. Thanks for watching this episode and be sure to watch our upcoming episodes on other types of cyber attacks. For any further queries, you can contact us at query@legalhelpnri.com.